Hello there, and welcome back to episode 2 of my World of Xeen, aka Might and Magic 4 and 5 playthrough. So today we're going to go and get through the Dwarven Mines. I hope that I'll get the entirety of them done, but I'm not quite sure. It's quite a long trip, and there's a couple of nasty spots in it too, especially later down the road. There's a couple of parts that just wear you down brutally, but we'll see how far we can get. In the last episode, we've already cleared out portions of the first part. Let's see what will be happening down the road. I want to put out another little quick thing before I get started in this episode for real. I love games out of this era. If you have any game RPGs, preferably, or similar things that you might want to see covered here, let me know in the comment section. I'd be really down to see what's your poison. So let's have a sleep here. That poison trap here, quite nice on cue. These are really nasty, and it's only becoming worse the more deeper we get down here. Alright. So the bats down here are actually really harmless. So let's check back with our dudes. 760 XP. I mean, a single level up isn't really changing that much. In all honesty, it is not really that big. Green liquid. So green liquid is a little bit special. It boosts endurance, and there is no real skill check out there that demands a high endurance. So therefore I usually just give them, the people, everybody a little bit. So here we are finding our first tip regarding the deeper layers of the mine. So blue liquid, that goes into personality. Personality in this game is the stat that's dominant for clerics and their spell points. Purple is speed, which determines your action, your spot in the action bar. Accuracy, I think that just goes without saying. So there's a couple of stats that pay off to allocate on one person. That's strength and intelligence. Orange is the color of intelligence. That's gonna get all into the belly of my mage. So if it's orange, it's gonna be his. Accuracy is, in my opinion, good for pretty much everybody who's going to swing a weapon. And here we have our first giant spiders. These things are the real menace of this place. And whenever they are involved, it's all hands on deck, you know. You want to burst these guys down as hard as you can. I don't have flying fist. Oh well, alright. Money was a little bit short when I was checking this out. So this guy, yeah, well, it's a shame, but I somehow managed to avoid any strike. So quite surprised about that one. Well, okay. And the first gold vein. Oh yeah, and let's get back to the golden rules of Might and Magic. Thou shalt save a lot. It's really important. Okay, one trap down. That trap. Spider, I mean. And we have our first poison person. Poisonings really suck early on, and cave-ins do as well. So, yeah, it's only a -5. The thing about poisoning is it gets worse per day. The good thing about my situation right now is I got the spell Suppress Poison, which is basically reducing the severity of the poison. It doesn't shut off the poison, so you'll stay poisoned, you know, but you cannot die by the poison. Poison in this game reduces your base stats a bit, you know. We have now a -2 on the stats involved by poison. And if any of these stats reaches 0, you're dead. By the switching of the day. Alright, so that area of the mines has been harvested. I mean, I need to get back to the cities pretty soon anyways. Because I am running out of food. Oh damn, I missed my opportunity to pelt that thing with arrows. Well, okay. Got nobody else poisoned. Okay, so we did that. Okay. Was there another path here? Or... I think... Oh yeah, here. Okay, we're not done yet. So... Scribbled on a piece of parchment, a note reads, 1 bottle of orc's milk, 2 boxes of dwarf biscuits, 1 can of split toad soup, and 1 everlasting stick of troll jerky. So... Wonder if that's the ration for a dwarven miner. Who knows? Ah! Getting ambushed by the spiders. So, let's pick up that gold. But I think now we're done with mines part 1. Ow. So, I really hope that I'm eligible for a level up. Not quite. Well, okay. Oh, there's a door I didn't open yet. So I cannot open crates anymore, so we need to start spamming suppress poison. And that's why you want to have all the strength on one character. It just pays off. You get to open all those crates that don't have anything in them, you know. Otherwise we wouldn't have gotten that done. So, that's this part. Let's have a quick save as a celebration of this glorious event. And let's get to Mine 2. So, the deeper we go, the more dangerous this grows. So, Mine 2 is definitely going to be worse than Mine 1. And I wonder if we're going to see our friends the moles. I want to point out at this spot of the game how much I really enjoy the artwork of this game. The monster drawings are so awesome. There are many deep mines. Yes, there are. So, oh yuck, I hate it when that happens. So, I don't want to use my gems at this point. I meant to go home anyways quite soon, so it's not gonna be that dramatic to be poisoned currently. With my mage friend, though, I have to keep an eye out on his stats a little bit more. He's not that resilient against poison, as his knight friend is. Red liquid! Brilliant. Blue liquid. And orange liquid. The sweet point about the increases of intellect and personality is that they increase the spell points of the character as well. Which is pretty useful in the long run. I want to save before I open the store. I have a bad feeling in my guts. Hey, dwarf party. I'm quite surprised that I didn't score a wipe yet. Oh boy. By the way, they're focusing this guy here mostly because he's a dwarf. Some enemies have an innate hate against certain character classes or races or genders. There's this game is very specific when it comes down to monster hate. Okay, it looks as if we're getting done with these. I mean, the good part about these mad dwarves is they tend to carry around gems. Gems are really important. They are the fuel for the high tier magic. And I think, yep, we have now everybody who's able to wield a ranged weapon armed up with ranged weapon. Brilliant. That's a really, really big step. Okay. So I want to save after blasting away all these mad dwarves, you know. Okay. So that seemed to be a bigger drove. That's for sure just as horrible as the one before. And here again, they're trying to kill off Badger first. So I'm gonna support him with some spells here. Okay, beautiful. I'm saving up on my gems as hard as I can currently, because there will come the time where we're just straight out spamming them. And right now, it is the time where I don't have that many. I want to have them online later when we need them. And right now, these battles aren't that dramatic. Okay, so I think... Let's see... Get back to the mine wagon.
Where to?
I want to port back home and restock my food stockpiles, you know? I just don't have enough food.
Hello, travelers.
Hello, travelers. Peasant fare, stale bread and dry cheese. A full pack will last 5 days before going bad. That is worse than it already is. The description of the food early on is always wonderful gross. Might and Magic 3 had way worse gross food in Town 1, but it is already pretty bad. So here at the temple, we can get ourselves healed from whatever is plaguing our party. So with the money in the bank here, or in my pocket, not exactly in the bank, money in the bank is generating interest. No, with the money in my pocket, I want to buy some spells. Seamer went down really with almost nothing there. So I think Toxic Cloud, it's one of those non-scaling spells again. It ain't that interesting. But Scrap Metal is scaling. Wizard Eye will be quite useful later down the road. Insect Spray is mighty because it kills off spiders. And I think I'll stay with that one. But I want to have these little damage spells here as well. Cure Wounds, Suppress Poison. Oh, I can't afford that anymore. Tell you what, we're going to generate some extra money here by paying Norman's Ironworks a visit. Like I said, the main purpose of these places is to sell off items and repair broken gear. That's what they're really important for, especially the broken gear part. This will drain our money reserves quite regularly. It's a real nightmare because there's monsters down the road that actually can break our gear on purpose. But luckily not too many. But everybody's gear will break if they go unconscious for more than minus 10 HP. So you always have a risk of getting punished whenever you go unconscious. I find that a pretty cool design, because that means you always have a certain interest in keeping your dudes from going down. So there's a Swift Ring. That's not bad. So as you see here, money. Loot is one of the most important sources of money here in the game. And the Swift Ring is giving you the ability to increase the speed of a character. Speed is a very important stat. All over the board, you want to be faster than the enemy. Of course, you want to. So let's invest some money into Badger. Badger is featuring Druid-type spells, and that means a crossover between mages and clerics. So I'm going to pick up Jump, and in this game you can't use the mouse wheel. It hasn't been invented yet. And I don't know. I think I'll keep my money together here. Seamer has been geared out. And yeah, suppress poison. You know what? Let's pick up suppress poison on as many people as possible. It's always good to have the utility spells, especially stuff like suppress poison, on people that are mainly meant for fighting. So, we can teleport here as well. It's a nifty little trick. These mirrors are badass. Okay. So, let's continue. And before I forget it, thou shalt save. It's really important. I bet that there will be a poison trap down the road. So, poison traps really just are a constant drain to your resources. And that, my friends, is the most powerful enemy down here. The tiger mole. They really are a menace. They are quite hard to hit. They have, like you see, quite a lot of fighting power. And they tend to come up in packs later. These are really the worst down here. With the exception of a couple of unique fights. A couple of the mad dwarves are rocking quite hard as well, but this is by far the worst type of encounter down here, and that was also the reason why I wanted to pack up spells that have a bit of a heavier cost. But especially these AoE spells like Sparks and Poison Cloud, they have the advantage that they cannot miss, and that is at this point very, very important. Because if you have these three guys smacking you the whole time, you will be at the disadvantage very, very quickly. All characters have no form of armor class to mitigate all that. And here you now see her gear has been broken. It's really early for that kind of damage, but what can I do? It is as it is. It's quite annoying, but these tiger moles, like I said, they are the worst down here, especially with the case of these freaking boxes with three of them all around here. And this is just the beginning. We'll see those boxes all over the board. White liquid, look. So, I'm still not sure if luck has any impact on thieves picking locks. I always figured it would, but by now I'm not that quite sure about it. So here we get, bit by bit, the name of the first deep mine. So, purple, speed. It's now quite debatable who you want to be the fastest character in your party. I personally can't decide and try to spread it all over the party, because I think that is, at the end of the day, also quite beneficial. Oh yeah, whoa, we have quite a couple of lucky turns here. So, that's how bad these things can get, you know? That was just one of these guys who had a lucky streak. And without spells, it's really hard to beat these guys. In this game, magic is very, very important. Without magic, you quickly falter. Because magic translates into guaranteed hits. But the interesting part about it is, it's not as if melee would be undervalued or anything. No. The steady damage per turn, that's where you have your melee fighters giving their best. Because they don't need to spend any spell points. They don't need resources. They just need to be alive to deal damage. That's the little differences, you know. Okay, that went down pretty decently. But it's pretty clear that we're gonna have these mines a couple of extra episodes there. Oh, I shouldn't spam Toxic Cloud on the giant spiders. They're not worth it. I only spend gemstones on the tiger moles. And there goes a cave in. That's also a very, very unfortunate regular thing happening. So poison -6, poison -2. So that's why we got suppress poison. There we go. What? I thought that suppress poison would do exactly that. Can't. Okay. I got no clue why his suppressed poison. Was it more than -6? Whatever. So we have lowered that now with the spell points from my cleric. Wonder why my Badger's spell fizzled. Okay, so neurotic saving is my second nature. It's very important to do so. Good. Gold vein without cave-ins for a change. I like that. 31 gems. I also like that. Okay. I think we have beaten this place now. Or is there any... No. That's been this part. Wonderful. So, before I head over to the third part of the mines, I want to get back to Vertigo and heal up my poisoned people. Before I have access to cure poison, it's the safest this way. It doesn't put my spell points on a constant drain if they are cured. So, let's see.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
This will definitely help as well. Level ups are also a source of accuracy and amount of attacks, if I remember correctly. I've forgotten where it was. Here, attacks per round. That's a stat that goes up with the amount of levels on your characters, which means more chances to hit, more damage per turn, and most importantly, also more chances to actually hit the enemy. Okay, so here we have a scrap of paper with irregular mines, an empty chest, another empty chest. This is just the entrance here. Oh, danger. We can all gain danger sense here from this pile of bones for free, permanently. Never say no to freebies, you know. Quick, or everybody touch the skeleton. So... Ow. I hate these poison traps. But the game's full of these, you know. It's just the beginning of a very, very long and intense relationship with little grids of this map that are made to hurt us. Okay. But you might also notice that the amount of gold veins is increasing the deeper we get down these holes. If not, it is exactly like that. There's more and more gold down here. Oh, dang. Okay. I'm rushing down these hallways a little bit too much. I mean, that's in the... it's exactly what the developers had in mind. But the ranged weapons we got are giving me a really good advantage here. So, dead men tell no tales. So there's a wall we can bash, that little lizard here is telling me. Okay, nothing in the rubble, but a big gold vein, as you see here. And unlucky me, triggering no cave-ins. Yay. Again. I wonder if a high luck rating does protect you from cave-ins too. And my cleric got poisoned. Right on. Same goes for the backline. Ah, I hate these poisonous critters, I tell you. So... But it's not worth putting up spells yet. I need to pay some of that money in the bank, into the bank, as soon as I get back to Vertigo the next time. Pays off to do that as early as possible. Oh boy, another poisoned paladin. But I also gained gems. I have a bad feeling about this crate. Rightfully so. Boy, I hate it when they do that. Just burst down my mage in the very first turn. Yeah, so this is, by the way, one of the situations that can escalate into a defeat. So luckily we... Oh, I haven't learned this on that character. So let's switch over to Shrap Battle. I will heal up my cleric. Hopefully she's gonna be... Oh, well. Yeah, tiger moles. The fun part of the Dwarven mines. Will we take them down? So, let's see. Do I have something? Yeah, an orb of toxic clouds. Okay. So here we're going to use a little bit of a trick. Oh, God. Ugh. His gear's broken. I hate it. So... You can switch an item between people like that. Yeah, a little bit cheesy maybe, but... I don't want to die. It's already bad enough as it is. So... Ow. Let's see, who has lost his gear? Well, my knight did. This is really especially bad because, you know, he's supposed to be one of the tanky guys. Oh well. Let's see how we're going to deal with that. His AC is horrible, but... Maybe he's just gonna be long enough on his feet to use the items against these critters, which seems to be the most effective strategy to deal with them. I mean, all these items will turn useless later down the road. The further you come, the worse that effect gets. So here we have the first people dying from poison. You see, my elven mage is without might. There we go. And that's why I have suppressed poison on as many people as possible, because without it, I wouldn't have had any chance to help poor Seamer here. Pays off to have these available. I mean, usually I let the cleric do these, but boy, nah. We're heading back home. This place has taken a too heavy toll on my characters. I mean, I would assume that we are mostly done with this part, but this kind of poisoning on my people, I don't have a good feeling about that. So yeah, the Dwarven Mines, it's a wonderful, fun place. I love this. This is a real classic dungeon. It has all the right spots to keep you engaged, a couple of difficulties, pressure of poisoning and all those things, but it's also at the same time not terribly hard or frustrating. It just needs some patience. So let's see if anybody can train again.
Looking to
I
trade?
mean, after all, I'm picking up
Good job.
every bigger challenge that I can. But most importantly, we now will
What do you
repair
want?
our gear. Like I said, we need to fix our gear here. That's, by the way, that has been, by the way, the most pressing matter for me to get back to the city. Poison can be suppressed as long as I want to. I'll buy some more food.
Hello, traveler. Thank you. Goodbye.
That stuff is just really on low quantities. I can never store more than 5 days worth of this crappy food. But it is as it is.
Safe and secure.
So, we don't need that gold on the road, or at least not that much. And let's put a couple of these gems into the bank as well. And, you know, watch our money grow. It always is a good idea. Alright, my good friends of Might and Magic and Retro Gaming. I hope you've been enjoying the trip. We are now done with today's episode. So I'll be coming back next time. Drop me your comments, leave me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'd be really happy if you'd give Patreon, PayPal, or Buy Me a Coffee a look. I really, really want to thank all the supporters of the channel, and yeah, it's the topmost links in the description box. I would be very happy if you'd give them a look, like I said. But apart from that, thanks for hanging out until the very end. Thanks for watching these videos. That's, after all, the most important thing. So, have a good one, and see you all next time.